Hello everybody and welcome to JoDee Jean's Kitchen. Today we are going to make a pineapple and pork dish that was inspired by my recent trip to Hawaii with a stuffed crab shrimp appetizer and fresh chives and stuff inside of there. The first thing we're going to do right now is we are going to work with this pork. So when I go to the grocery store on Sundays and get my meal plans together, I usually buy 3 or 4 different kind of proteins, and I'll either marinate them in some sort of Italian dressing or whatever's on sale, really. You can get like the lemon herb garlic, which is one of my favorites. It's like 2 for $3. 2 for $3. So what I do is I put it in here and I let it marinate. Normally for a couple days, you know, whatever works best. And today we are going to take that marinated pork and we are going to do, it already has that marinade on it, but we are going to kick it up a notch and we are going to do with this Asian fusion barbecue sauce and fresh pineapples in the oven. If I can get this out of here. And these were on sale, and that's usually how I pick out what my protein is going to be for the week. Whatever's on sale, you know, of course watch the dates on everything, but those were the manager special pork chops, and I think 2 of them were $3 and something, and they're very pretty, so they ought to be delicious. Now we're going to come over here and cut this pineapple up, get it ready. So we're going to already cut off the bottom. We're going to cut off the top. And then what I like to do is we're going to do this in bite-sized pieces because the pineapple is going to be very hot, almost like molten lava with the sweet Asian barbecue. And this is new from Lowry's. I haven't tried this yet, but it has no high fructose corn syrup and it is rather low on the carbohydrate index. So we're going to use that today. All right, so to cut this pineapple, went to a couple places in Hawaii, one of which was the Dole Pineapple Factory, wonderful trip. And they were professional pineapple cutters. So what we're going to do is cut down the middle, and then we're going to take it and cut it in little like triangles, ready to eat. And we're going to take the core out. Don't let the knife get away from you. And then we're going to go like this and cut it in slices. Just like that. And then we're going to take our knife and out, don't get the outside. And then we're going to go in little bitty triangle like things. Just like that. And then you have a perfect little piece of pineapple. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this pineapple and put it all around this pork. Probably do a couple more. And you can do it as thick or thin as you want, depending on how much you like pineapple. Just like that. And make sure you don't get any of the yucky stuff on there. And that's probably enough. If you want to do more, do more. If you want to do less, do less. All right, so now we are going to take our already marinated pork. And since we have put it in something, we don't have to really season it too much. And we're going to put this sauce on it. I need to start literally pre-opening everything. All right, Drizzle, make sure you get the pineapples. And probably you should taste it also. See how strong it is? That is really good. Normally I wouldn't use my fingers to taste something, but since it's just me eating all this lovely food, I just go right in for it. All right, so we're going to sprinkle all this on there. Try to make it even. And normally I'll just come back with a spoon and like spread it out just so it gets all over everything. Make sure you get those pineapples because they're going to cook down into loveliness, hopefully. And that Asian barbecue, that's really good. All right, so into the oven, and I usually do this at 400 degrees. It's probably going to take anywhere from 30 minutes to 25 to 30 to get up to 155. Now, you don't have to cook it to 155 if you don't like it, but I like my pork chops cooked a little bit more. They're saying now that you can eat them at 145 degrees, but I just haven't tried that out yet. So I'm going to put this in there, and then we are going to start on the fresh crab stuffing for the shrimp that we're going to cook. All right, this is also something that you can make up ahead of time, and you can put this in. You can put it on fish, shrimp. I've stuffed it inside of chicken breasts before, and if you want to change it up to be spicy or not spicy, anything will work. Just make sure you get your consistency correct on the crab and the mayonnaise. You don't want it to be watery. I just went ahead and I didn't use anything from the restaurant because I wanted it to be something y'all could pick up. And I went ahead and got Handy Crab from Food Line. And it's like a mixed select of, I don't really use the claw. You want to go up a grade or two more than the claw. The claw's not terrible, but you know, we're making beautiful shrimp. These really, really large shrimp. I think they're 12 to 15s that I found. They're going to work out marvelous. And then what I do is I dump that in there, and you see that moisture right there? Just squeeze it out. And if you have a can, you can squeeze the thing down in there like you do tuna fish. But you want to get out the moisture. It doesn't really have any flavor. And as you can tell, this is saturated already. So we're going to go in there with one more time and get all that out of there. It's definitely important. All right, so that's not as wet anymore. Okay. Now, there's a couple different things that you can do. I'm going to make this keto friendly, so I am not going to use breadcrumbs. What I'm going to use is this, it's like a crab flavoring crumb that you can get by Old Bay, and I'm just going to put a little bit on there, like a tablespoon, because this is 8 ounces of crab. I'm going to use a tablespoon of that, a teaspoon of Old Bay, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and then I'm going to take some parsley flakes. You don't really have to have them, it just gives it a little color, because you know we like everything to be pretty. And then I have some chives here that I use for something else, and I'm going to put those in there. They're cut up, not terribly fine, but you know, enough. And then we're going to start incorporating the mayonnaise. Some people put egg in there for what we're going to do. I'm not going to put any egg in here today. If you want to put egg in there, feel free. But I'm going to give it a good stir and incorporate all the dry seasoning as evenly as I possibly can in this lovely crab mixture. All right, then we're going to start in with the mayonnaise. Now this is all in, you have to get the right texture. And if the crab is still too wet, I'm going to use an egg and bind it. But at this point, I don't think it's going to need one because I got most of the water out. And you can taste it at this point because, you know, it's not, you can use anything in the kitchen that you have. If you wanted to slice up some of this pineapple and put it in here to stuff it in the shrimp, everything's going to be good. You can't really mess. You got lump crab and you got beautiful shrimp. And we're going to have garlic butter, all the yummy. So we're going to taste this. And what you're looking for is to make sure it has enough salt, which it does. The Old Bay is pretty much takes care of that. and then everything. So I'm going to let this sit for just a second and incorporate, make sure I don't have any piles of water at the bottom. Because a lot of times when you make this right now, if you didn't get enough water out, there's going to be water down here in the corner. So I'm just going to keep an eye out on that. And we're going to move on to the shrimp. All right, so you don't have to use shrimp this large, but Chad loves shrimp, so I try to spoil everybody that's eating after the show. And I am going to take some to my doctor's office today for my ladies. And I want to thank everybody at Dr. Stubbs' office for watching my cooking show when I was there the other day, and hopefully you're going to like this. All right, so we are going to take these shrimp. We're going to spray this first of all with cooking spray. Usually I use aluminum foil, but I don't have any. All right, so these shrimp are large. The thing that you're going to have to realize is you have to get them flat and you have to cut the back like that. It's very important, or they're going to all roll up and your stuffing's going to fall out and everything is going to happen. All right, so we're going to take the shrimp and we're going to go all the way down, not just the bottom part this time like we've done before. This time we're going to go all the way down and we're going to lay the shrimp out like a little boat. All right, and we're going to go to commercial break right now, but when we come back, we're going to do some more of these shrimp, check on our crab, and get everything going. So we'll see you in just a few. Thank you.
Everyone's doing it. Follow your neighborhood network on social media. See news live as it happens. See more local content. Your neighborhood network proudly serving Martinsville and Henry County.
Are you looking for great food and entertainment? Ippy's Restaurant is the place to be. We have been serving local communities since 1919. With made-from-scratch entrees and specialty dishes like our famous Oyster Rockefeller, smoked prime rib, and hand-carved filet mignon, we have a great selection of menu items that are all made to order for your everyday dining or special occasions. We also offer private rooms, catering services, and have a wonderful assortment of local bands that play in the lounge. Ippy's Restaurant and Lounge, 1760 North Main Street, Rocky Mount.
JoDee's Kitchen is brought to you in part by the Harvester Performance Center. World-class entertainment year-round. Harvester Performance Center, downtown Rocky Mount. Visit harvester-music.com.
Everything we have is right here in town. If we don't have it at this location, we have several of the stores that we are definitely in communication with, of which, myself or anyone would be happy to drive no matter the distance to get what exactly you're looking for, whether it be a color or a case or a phone. Well, the great thing about us is we're current members of the Chamber of Commerce. A lot of our employees are local. We've been here, we're from here, been here 7 years and established a great relationship with the community. So we look forward to serving the community and actually being an impact in the community. People come over every day. They want to stop in to Kroger and pick up a few things, or right next door to our One Main Financial location, or even Suntan City, people who come over for their everyday needs. So it's definitely a high volume, just for convenience alone. You pop over to Kroger and get gas, or you're going to stop by, your local restaurant down the street and get a bite to eat. We're right there within arm's reach of it all.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are working on our shrimp right now, and I had just showed you how to fillet one open, and we're going to go through and do a bunch of these. Main thing, you got to have, it has to be flat, and what I do is I usually take the thick part and then crisscross them and go through there. I checked on my crab mixture while we were gone to break, And it is perfect. Perfect consistency. It all goes to show you, a lot of people put all that breading in it and stuff. We don't do that at the restaurant. I don't do it here. I don't do it here because I'm trying not to have carbohydrates. But at the restaurant, people just do that as a filler. We try not to do that. We make our crab cakes like 5 times a week, I think. But we use the jumbo lump. But I just wanted to go to the store and, use something that everybody had access to. I don't even know if you can buy it. You might be able to buy it at Kroger. But, and if not, you can get it at the fresh market. A couple people asked me on the last episode when we did the sea bass and stuff like that, where you can get these kind of things. Don't be afraid to send me a message on Facebook. Like I said, I answer all kinds of stuff and answer complaints and good things and bad things. I'd definitely like to hear about the cooking show more than anything else. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to stuff these. Now, you don't want them to be too full to where you have to cook it so much that it's going to overcook the shrimp and the shrimp's going to be tough. So there's a fine line of how much to do. So what you normally do is you make it into like a little flat patty, kind of like that. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but it'll be perfect because you kind of want it to be, like the perfect ratio of everything. Just put it down there and smash it down. And any of this leftover, don't forget, like we did in episode 5, I think it was, when we flattened the chicken breast. You can flatten a chicken breast, put this in there, double yummy. See, that one's got a little bit too much, so I'm going to take a little bit out of there. And in the meantime, I have prepared some butter, salted, and I have put about 2 cloves of garlic in it, and I've let it sit and, get all the loveliness marinated together. So we're going to get there. Just like that. All right. So now we are going to take mozzarella cheese. You can use provolone or really any kind. And we're going to lay it over, well, let's cut it up a little bit. Lay it over so the butter can get down in there. Usually we do them in a line at the restaurant, so I'm going to improvise a little bit here. And don't get too much cheese on it and think, oh, it's going to be delicious. Everything has to be the right ratio. And this is a wonderful appetizer to impress your friends, or if you have special guests coming over, you can actually prepare this ahead of time and have it ready. I don't know if I put the butter on it ahead of time, but you can, get the butter ready and let it sit out. All right, so there we got that. Now I'm going to take the butter mixture and the garlic, and I'm going to make sure I hit every one with it. And if you have some special infused butter that you like, please use it, or anything, to give it your own little flair. Just like that. There you go. All right, now I'm going to put this in a 400-degree oven. Usually takes about 12 to 14 minutes to get done, and then we'll show you where to temp it and everything to make sure it's ready. In the meantime, I'm going to check on the pork. See how it's doing. Ouch. I don't injure myself. And I wish you could smell the pineapples. They smell delicious. So I'm going to take internal temperature of this. All right, we are almost ready. We're at 136. And that guy. Yep, I need about 10 more minutes. And probably by the time the shrimp are ready, we're going to have the pineapples ready. I meant the pork ready. Alrighty. Okay, so a couple things we're going to do with this. going to give you two good ideas, and then we are going to cut to some TV magic and come back and plate all this up and have a taste of it. So don't forget the chicken roll up here on this. You can also put this in jalapeno peppers, wrap it in bacon, and make you some crab stuffed jalapenos. You can do the chicken roll. Also, you can put this on a salad because, as you remember, we didn't put an egg in there, and just many things. You can put it in almond flour, deep fry them into little balls, little crab balls, tons of things. All right, but when we come back, we're going to plate everything up, give it a taste, do some temperature readings, and hopefully everything works out. Perfect timing. So we'll see you in a second. Thank you.
JoDee's Kitchen is brought to you in part by the Harvester Performance Center. World-class entertainment year-round. Harvester Performance Center, downtown Rocky Mount. Visit harvester-music.com.
Are you looking for great food and entertainment? Ippy's Restaurant is the place to be. We have been serving local communities since 1919 with made-from-scratch entrees and specialty dishes like our famous Oyster Rockefeller, smoked prime rib, and hand-carved filet mignon. We have a great selection of menu items that are all made to order for your everyday dining or special occasions. We also offer private rooms, catering services, and have a wonderful assortment of local bands that play in the lounge. Ippy's Restaurant and Lounge, 1760 North Main Street, Rocky Mount.
Hi, I'm Derek with Wireless Zone, Verizon Wireless, a premium authorized retailer. Come by and see us for all of your great cell phone needs and concerns. We're located over in the Kroger Plaza. That address is 400 Old Franklin Turnpike Road. Or give us a call at our store, 540-352-3950, where we've been for 7 years now, serving the great town of Rocky Mount. We're locally owned, locally operated, and we're here for all of your cell phone needs. Again, that's 352-3950, located over in the Kroger Plaza. Come and see us.
It's all about love. That's what Mommy says. It's taking care of people and helping them have a good day. Mommy works with people who are sick and getting ready to go to heaven. She's a nurse at Mountain Valley Hospice. That means Mommy is an angel, but just without the wings. When I grow up, I want to be an angel too.
All right, everybody, we are about to wrap up this feast that we're cooking tonight. I have the pork in the oven with the stuffed shrimp, and we are going to cook up some of these homemade buttery style potatoes. And when I say homemade, I mean that's it right there. I always fix these for my son and everybody at the house that is not on the keto journey with me and lost all of the weight, because they take 5 seconds to cook for them, and then they have a little bit of potatoes. And when you look at it, there's 4 servings per container, and there's only 20 carbs. So if you have just a spoonful, I mean, it's like 5 carbs. We usually run on 20 a day. So you get a little taste of it. I mean, it's not like you're on a diet, you're on a journey here. Eating healthy and everything. All right, so we are going to pull out the pork and temp it. And it smells so good. And the pineapples cook up so nicely like that. Oh, yeah. All right. We are looking for... Oh, and it's ready. Yummy, yummy. Okay. All right, let's get this out of here. I'm gonna go in with the real tongs. Try to make this look all pretty. Get some of that pineapple on there. And the pineapple's cooked perfectly too, because when I can feel it when I'm pulling it up, it's still just a little bit crunchy. And that glaze cooks down so nicely. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of the potato right here. Get that off of there. Doesn't look too great. All right, let's see about these shrimp, because they look delicious in here. Oh yeah. The other pan's going to my doctor's office for all my ladies. You want to get right down in there. Oh, they're done. Right down in there and make sure everything's, 140-ish. Oh. If you haven't had one of these, you do not know what you're missing, because they are delicious. See how it kind of stayed nice and flat like that? Just like that. And the cheese is all there. You can smell the garlic. Yummy. I think Chad's very happy that we're about to have this today. All right, so recap on the pork. We did the Asian barbecue sauce. We've got some mashed potatoes here. And I am going to go in first for the pineapple. But it is hot. I can see that now. That is really good. Not too salty. Sometimes when you get a thinner teriyaki, it gets a little too salty. I'm going to go taste the pork. Oh, and it's so tender. I really like it when I do the marinade on the pork, because it helps the vinegar and stuff in the dressing, helps break down the protein. So it's softer. You can see I'm just cutting it just buttery. And with this sauce, there's not too much on the carb side of it, because it cooked off, but then you still get a little flavor of it. And that is so good. And the shrimp, well, we can garnish the shrimp a little bit so it doesn't look pale. Just put a little paprika on them, get a little garnish going so it looks pretty. Might get a hint, a little smoky flavor right there. And I know that's going to be hot. But you can see how the crab and everything in there, you got a nice good layer right in there. It's going to be delicious if I can get it in there. Well, the only thing I could think to do to change that up in any way would make it spicy or not spicy. But all in all, this is a good crowd pleaser. It really makes people happy. And if you use smaller shrimp, then you can make it bite-sized, put it in some of those little tasting spoons or anything like that. And if you have any questions about the recipes or anything that we've done today, don't forget to hit me up on Facebook, JoDee Thomas Jeans, or go to YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, JoDee Jeans Kitchen, and hopefully we will be back next week. And if you have any suggestions or things that you would like to see me do, please do not hesitate to ask. And of course, if you want to know what the entertainment schedule is at Ippy's, go to ippysrestaurant.com. Check out our website. It has everything on there as far as catering menus, how you can contact me to come do private parties, or anything that has to do with that. So thank you very much, and everybody have a great week. We'll see you next week.
JoDee's Kitchen is brought to you in part by the Harvester Performance Center. World-class entertainment year-round. Harvester Performance Center, downtown Rocky Mount. Visit harvester-music.com.
Hi, I'm Derek with Wireless Zone, Verizon Wireless, a premium authorized retailer. Come by and see us for all of your great cell phone needs and concerns. We're located over in the Kroger Plaza. That address is 400 Old Franklin Turnpike Road. Or give us a call at our store, 540-352-3950, where we've been for 7 years now, serving the great town of Rocky Mount. We're locally owned, locally operated, and we're here for all of your cell phone needs. Again, that's 352-3950, located over in the Kroger Plaza. Come and see us.